Chapter 4. Heat. Quick field focus. Heat. Temperature. Transfer of heat. Thermos flask. In summer days we feel hot outside but cool inside our homes. Similarly in winters, we feel warm when we go out in sunlight. Heat gives the sense of hotness and coldness. Heat. Heat is form of energy that can be only felt. Heat flow from hotter region to colder region due to the difference in temperature. Activity 1. To feel the production of heat. Rub both your palms against each other vigorously. You will find that your palms become warm because of vigorous rubbing of your hands, making them warm. Hot and cold are relative terms. Dip your left hand in warm water and feel its warmth. Keep the container with water over a lighted stove and dip your hand dipped in it. You can feel heat is increasing. This is because heat is flowing into your body more rapidly. Now dip your right hand in cold water. You feel cold as heat flows out of your body. Now dip both hands in normal water. Your right hand will feel cold while your left hand will feel hot. This explains that the terms hot and cold are relative terms. To state whether a body is hot or cold, there must be a reference body with respect to which we can say whether a given body is hot or cold. Temperature. The degree of hotness or coldness of an object or place. Temperature is measured with an instrument called thermometer. The SL unit of temperature is Kelvin, dented by Ke. A thermometer is made up of a long and thin glass tube called capillary tube that has a bulb at one end. The substance which is generally used in thermometer is mercury. A thermometer works on the principle that heat causes expansion. Alcohol is also used in the thermometer. Different scales of temperature. The commonly used scales are Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin scales. Celsius scale. This scale ranges from 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, whereas 0 degrees Celsius is the melting point of ice and 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water. The difference between 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius is divided into 100 divisions. Fahrenheit scale. This scale has a range from 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, where 32 degrees Fahrenheit is taken as the melting point of ice and 212 degrees Fahrenheit is taken as the boiling point of water. The difference between the 2 points is divided into 180 divisions. Relation between Celsius, degree C, scale and Fahrenheit, degree F, scale. Numerical problems. Solution. Thus, 86 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 30 degrees C. Example 2. Convert 35 degrees Celsius to degree F. Solution. F equals C times plus 32. 95. 86 to 32 equals times 54 equals 5 times 6 equals 30 degrees C. 59. 59 equals F equals 35 times plus 32 equals 63 plus 32 equals 95 degrees Fahrenheit. 9. 5. Thus, 35 degrees Celsius is equal to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Clinical thermometer. The clinical thermometer is an instrument used doctors to measure temperature of patients. It is used to measure the body temperature of human beings. Mercury is used in the thermometer for the following reasons. It does not stick to the glass. It has a fairly uniform rate of expansion for a wide range of temperature. It remains in liquid state for a wide range of temperature. It is easy to see because it has a silvery gray color. 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. The normal temperature is indicated by a little arrow. There is a constriction in the tube near the bulb which ensures that the mercury in the thermometer does not contract and flow back into the bulb before the temperature is read. Steps to be followed to read the body temperature. Jerk the thermometer so that the mercury goes below the normal mark. Wash the thermometer and place it under the tongue or below the armpit. Leave it there for 1 minute. Remove the thermometer and read the temperature where the mercury ends. Precautions to be followed while using the thermometer. Handle it carefully as it may break easily. Remember, mercury is toxic and should not be swallowed. Always wash the thermometer before and after use. Always make sure that the mercury in the thermometer is below the normal mark before use. Read the temperature by keeping the thermometer at the eye level. Do not hold the thermometer by the bulb. Digital thermometers are becoming very popular nowadays. Mercury is not used in this thermometer. Activity 2. To measure the body temperature. Use a thermometer and find out the body temperature of your 4 friends. Record the temperatures in the table given below. Serial number. Name. Body temperature. 1 2 3 4. Laboratory thermometer. This thermometer is used in the laboratory which has a range of -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. The bulb is filled with mercury or alcohol. The advantage of using alcohol over mercury is that it is cheaper, less harmful and can measure much lower temperatures than mercury. While measuring temperature with a laboratory thermometer, follow the same precautions as those for a clinical thermometer. The bulb of the laboratory thermometer should be always kept straight. Laboratory thermometers are generally more sensitive to temperature change. Hence they instantly show rise and drop in temperature. We cannot use it for measuring body temperature because as it is taken out the mouth, there is drop in temperature and thus it gives wrong reading of the temperature. The clinical thermometer comes with the kink which solves this problem of sudden drop in temperature. Maximum minimum thermometer. Maximum minimum thermometer is used to measure the maximum and minimum atmospheric temperatures of the day. It is commonly used wherever a simple way is needed to measure the extremes of temperature at a place like meteorology and horticulture. It is made up of a U-shaped glass tube with 2 separate temperature scales set along each arm of the U-shaped structure. One arm is for recording the maximum temperature and the other for the minimum temperature. Both the arms of U-shaped tube terminate in sealed glass bulbs. The bulb at the top of the minimum reading scale arm is full of alcohol and the other contains vapors of alcohol at low pressure. In the bend of the U-shape is a section of mercury. It is the alcohol which measures the temperature and the mercury indicates the temperature reading on both scales. Try these. Fill in the blanks. 1. A laboratory thermometer has a range of 2. 2. The thermometer is used to measure the atmospheric of the day. 3. Is the degree of hotness or coldness of a body or place. 4. Is the liquid used in a clinical thermometer. 5. Always the thermometer before use. Transfer of heat. During transfer from hotter object to colder one, the hot body loses heat and cold body gains heat. The transfer of heat continues till both the bodies attain the same temperature. Activity 3. To observe transfer of heat. Take 2 glasses and fill half of them with water. Boil some water in a pan and drop a coin in it. Leave it undisturbed for 10 minutes. Remove the coin with help of a spoon or tongs and drop it in one of the glasses half filled with water. After about 3 to 4 minutes, dip your finger into both the glasses. You will observe that the water in which the coin was dropped is warmer. This is because heat energy gets transferred from the hot coin to the cold water. Heat is measured in calories or joules. The SI unit of heat is joule, represented as J. Heat can be transferred by 3 modes as shown below. Modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection, radiation. Solids, liquids, gases, liquids, gases. No medium required. Conduction. In your daily life you must have experienced that a metal spoon kept in a pan of boiling water also gets heated. This happens because heat from hot water flows to the metal spoon. Conduction is the process of transfer of heat within a body from the hotter to the colder end or between two bodies at different temperatures which are in contact with each other. Transfer of heat by conduction takes place mostly in solids but can also take place in liquids and gases. You will learn about this in higher classes. Conduction occurs when molecules of the material acquire energy and vibrate. The increase in energy results in rise in temperature and causes heat to flow. Conduction of heat occur only two objects in contact and their temperatures are not when be the same. Substances like metals that allow heat energy to flow through them are called good conductors of heat. Substances like wood, plastic, water, air that do not allow heat energy to flow easily through them are called bad conductors of heat or insulators. Activity 4. To demonstrate that heat in metals flows by conduction, take an iron rod and stick some nails on it with help of wax. Place the rod on a table as shown in the figure. Heat the free end of the rod with the help of a condyle. You will observe that the nail closer to the heating end of the rod falls first, after that the second nearest nail, and so on. Activity 5. To show that wood is a bad conductor of heat, carefully light a matchstick it. Do you feel the heat as it burns? No, you only feel its heat when the flame comes close to your fingers. This is because wood is a bad conductor of heat. Applications of conduction of heat in daily file. Uses of conductors. Metal which are good conductors of heat are used to make cooking utensils like fry pans and pressure cookers so that heat gets transferred to the food to be cooked. Mercury is used in thermometers because it expands on heating. Uses of insulator. Handles of cooking materials are made of plastic, wood or bakelite because they are bad conductors of heat. Wool is used to make woolen clothes which are worn in winters because wool is an insulator and traps the body heat. Convection. The process of transfer of heat in liquids and gases from the hotter part to the colder part by the actual movement of hot particles is called convection. For example, when you mix hot water in cold water, the whole water becomes hot in a few minutes. The molecules of hot water move to cold water and heat it up. The convection requires movement of molecules. So, convection is not possible in solids because their molecules are tightly held together by strong intermolecular forces. Activity 6. To demonstrate the transfer of heat by convection, take a beaker half filled with water. Add a few crystals of potassium permanganate. Heat this over a flame. You will observe that the water at the bottom is colored but it is clear at the top. As the water gets heated you will see columns of colored liquid rising up in the beaker. This happens because the water molecules at the bottom get heated and rise up, carry energy with them. Transfer of heat by the movement of molecules from hotter to colder region occurs through convection. Applications of convection of heat in daily life. Ventilators are made near the ceiling of a room because the air we breathe out is warm and rises up, which goes out through the ventilators. Cool and fresh air enters the room through windows and doors which are near ground level. Heaters and blowers used to heat up a room in winters should be placed near ground level so that they heat the entire room by setting up convection currents. Firemen crawl while entering a building caught on fire because hot air and smoke are least near the ground. Air conditioners used to cool the rooms are during summers be placed at higher level because cold air is heavy, which come down to cool the room. Land breeze and sea breeze occur due to convection currents. During the daytime, land heats up faster than water. The air above the land also gets heated and rises up. The cool air above sea water rushes to take the place left by hot air. Hence cool breeze blows from sea towards the land, which is called as sea breeze. During the night time, land cools down faster and the sea water warm. The warm air above the sea rises. Cool air above the land rushes to take its place. Thus, a cool breeze blows from the land towards the sea, which is called as land breeze. Radiation. You must have felt warm sitting in front of room heater or a bonfire. The heat reaches you through radiation. Radiation is the process of transfer of heat which does not require a medium. Radiation can travel in a medium or without any medium. Heat energy from the sun reaches us through radiation. The extent of absorption and reflection of heat due to radiation depends upon the nature of the surface of the object and the color of the object. Black and dark-colored objects absorb more radiant heat than white and light-colored objects. For this reason we prefer wearing dark-colored clothes in winters and light-colored clothes in summers. Shiny and smooth surface reflect heat, while dark and rough surfaces absorb more heat. Activity 7. To demonstrate that black objects absorb more heat. Take two metal cans, one painted black and other painted white. Pour equal amount of water into them. Now measure the temperature of water in both cans and note down the readings as TB and TW. Then put the cans in sunlight for 2 to 3 hours and again note down the temperature of water as TB and TW. Now do the calculations as follow. Increase in temperature of water in the black can equals TB, TB equals X degree C. Increases in temperature in white can equals TW, TW equals Y degree C. You will find that increase in the temperature of water in black can is more than the increase in temperature of water in white can. It shows that black-colored objects absorb more radiation. Application of radiation in daily life. Electric room heaters or shiny surfaces behind the heating coil which help to direct all heat towards the front of the heater. The base of cooking utensils are painted black so that they absorb more heat energy for faster cooking. Dark-colored clothes are more suitable in winters because they absorb more sun's heat. Try these. Circle the correct word to make sentences correct. 1. Metals are good, bad conductors of heat. 2. Heat can be transferred in solids due to convection, conduction. 3. White, black objects absorb more here. 4. Radiation, convection is the process by which heat can be transferred through vacuum. 5. Sea breeze blows due to convection, conduction. Thermos flask. A thermos flask prevented loss or gain of heat from the material kept in it. All three modes of heat transfer, conduction, convection and radiation are minimized. The outer casing, of the thermos flask is made of an insulating material like plastic that minimizes of heat due to conduction. Heat loss due to convection is minimized in the inner jar made of double-layer glass or stainless steel. The double layer of glass creates the vacuum between them to prevent loss or gain due to convection. The inner surface of the jar is highly reflective, which minimizes heat loss due to radiation. The heat radiations are reflected back into the jar. Quick recap. Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of any object or a place which is measured using a thermometer. Heat is a form of energy that flows from a body at a higher temperature to another at a lower temperature. Substances that conduct heat are called conductors and those that do not conduct heat are called insulators. Heat transfer in liquids and gases takes place through convection. Heat transfer through radiation does not require any medium. A thermos flask is a good example to explain how heat loss by conduction, convection and radiation is minimized. Mercury and alcohol are liquids used in thermometers. The three modes of transfer of heat are conduction, convection and radiation. Conduction is the main mode of transfer of heat in solids.